that stunning jailbreak in Louisiana. A jail worker has now been arrested tonight, and what authorities say he did, and what that worker now claims an inmate told him he would do to him if he didn't help. Faith Abube is in New Orleans. Tonight,
So what? So you're telling me a maintenance guy was threatened by the inmates if he doesn't help them, they're gonna do crazy things to him? That's crazy. I don't believe that not one bit.
maintenance worker at the New Orleans jail where 10 inmates escaped all at once, now charged with helping in the scheme. He made a bad choice and it changed his life forever. Sterling Williams accused of shutting off the water before inmates dislodged a toilet and crawled out through a hole in the wall Friday morning. The inmates allegedly leaving behind the message, "Too easy, LOL."
Too easy.
Affidavit says Williams told investigators an inmate threatened to shank him if he refused.
I don't think that he had to do any of the things that he did. If he was under threat, then he certainly should have brought that to someone else's attention.
Yeah.
Overnight,
Yeah.
authorities storming this residential area just minutes from the jail, taking an inmate into custody. And just moments ago, arresting another. 5 inmates remain at large.
That's kind of crazy though. I wonder, like, did he end up in the jail cell for them to grab him? I mean, shut off the water? Does he not have to go to like the outside of the cell to like the maintenance room to shut off the water? I'm confused. There's a lot of holes in the story that they threatened to shank him if he didn't turn off the water. But the lady is correct. If he was being threatened, he didn't have to do anything more than go to his superiors and say, "Listen, I've been threatened by these inmates. They want me to help them to break out of jail, and I don't know what to do. Like, what can you guys do? Because obviously you guys are the higher power. You guys oversee the facility. I just deal with the maintenance." Which is, it's just crazy to me that he think he had to, but he didn't have to. He probably did it for some other reason that I don't know, right? Which is kind of interesting. But let me know what you guys think.
When it comes to the arrest of Orleans jail maintenance worker Sterling Williams, Matt Dennis says he wasn't surprised.
And you're astonished that they keep this level of risk on the first floor of that jail.
Dennis with ASAP release electronic
Man, serious. That's so funny.
monitors is talking about escapee Antoine Massey, who was accused in court documents of threatening to stab Williams prior to the jailbreak if Williams didn't cut off water to the toilet that was yanked out to provide an escape route for 10 inmates.
There isn't an ounce of this man's history that doesn't escape.
Dennis says Massey, who's wanted for rape and kidnapping in St. Tammany, as well as domestic abuse and theft in Orleans Parish, had prior escapes dating back to 2007 and was no longer a candidate for one of the hundreds of electronic monitors placed on Orleans defendants.
He had no intention of wearing an ankle monitor. 2 hours. And he cut it off. And we had him in jail pretty quickly. We went and got him.
Not gonna lie, for that jail, there was a lot of blacks in there, man. But to the maintenance guy, he didn't really have to do it. He just did it because he wanted to. The thoughts betrayed him, and he felt bad and guilty about them being in jail, and he wanted to help them. If he was the one that helped them, right? But now he's feeling bad about the situation. He's going into thoughts again. The thoughts is like, oh, you didn't really mean to let them out. Just come up with an excuse to say, oh, I was threatened. And the thought is leading him into more destruction. He's being betrayed. First, he was betrayed by helping them. No, he got caught. No, the devil is telling him to tell them they threatened him. When really what happened is that he wanted to do it. And the thought is lead him into more destruction. Lead him into hell where he's going to face more consequence. Because when they found out that he's lying, is he not going to get jail time for it now at this point? Listening to the betrayer, the deceiver. What do you think the outcome is going to be? That's what the thought does. It controls you. It drives you to do things off your feelings and your imagination and your guilt. You don't love them, because if you love them, you would let them do the time and repent and actually become better persons by changing their heart, because that's how salvation is given. But guess what? You're doing it out of guilt and resentment. That's not love. You're doing it to make yourself feel good because you want to feel good because, oh, they're black. Let's let you guys escape. Like, that's kind of crazy to me. But let me know what you guys think of this video.